Thank you. We live in a world where getting information is one click away. If I were to write vegetables are bad for you on social media, there's nothing stopping me from making that statement or telling you that I'm wrong. What does healthy mean? And why is the notion of healthy universally defined? Social media drives our interpretation of the word healthy. Unreasonable expectations that girls need to have flat stomachs, thigh gaps, bulging breasts, and perfect skin is all driven by social media. Thanks to TikTok and Instagram, 68% of girls and 51% of boys exercise with the goal of losing weight or to avoid gaining weight. When I was in grade 8, I started to notice my body for the first time. I also heard a lot of girls talk about how much they hate their bodies. I started to work out at this time, not to change my body, but to improve my energy levels and mental health. I loved it, and I never changed my diet. And ever since I was a kid, I've loved food. I loved pasta, bagels, pizza, Nutella, strawberries, everything. I didn't start to have a problem until October of 2019. I saw these posts of these perfect girls and body goals and decided that's how I want to look. I saved countless pages of flat stomach workouts and fad diets. I believed everything I read on the internet and used it to feed my obsession. I worked out for 2 hours a day, cut carbs, and drank smoothies relentlessly. On vacation, over the winter break of 2019, I became so obsessed with food in my body to the extent that I forbid myself from finishing any of my already tiny meals. I lost so much weight on this trip, and when I came back, I could barely recognize myself. I kind of liked it and thought, well, I've already taken off around 15 to 20 pounds. Why not take off 20 more? All throughout swim season, I starved myself even more. I was on the verge of fainting every day, and I snapped at my parents all the time. I was so miserable, but made everyone believe that I was happy. But why wasn't I happy? I was finally skinny. Everyone would compliment me on how skinny I was. What more could I want? It was during the COVID lockdown that I finally started to say goodbye to my eating disorder. Prior to lockdown, I had lost over 20 pounds in 3 months, had a BMI of under 17, lost my period, and couldn't even fit into a size 00. I was dying inside. I feel as though my thoughts on being healthy have grown and evolved. As my mom says, nothing is wasted. Because of my experiences, it has changed the way that I look at food and how I look at my body. I no longer think of food as the enemy. I no longer think of exercise as a means of punishment for eating too much or as a mechanism to burn calories. I no longer think of dessert as unhealthy. Why? Because I'm learning that the word healthy has more than one meaning. It's actually quite beautiful that it can be so diverse. Being healthy should be about how you feel and checking in with yourself. Do you feel you've eaten enough today? If not, go grab a snack. Are you tired? If so, go lie down. Don't force yourself to maintain your body. If being healthy is about being slender and toned, then last year I must have been super healthy, being extremely underweight, starving myself every day, and exercising constantly. Last year, society must have thought that I was the image of healthy. But what about now? Well, society must think that I've given up on myself. I don't work out every day, eat what and how much my body wants, have rolls on my stomach and my thighs touch. The fact is, the internet is wrong. TikTok is wrong. Instagram is wrong. It's all false influence. The way that I am now is the healthiest and happiest I've ever been in my life because I choose to let my body guide me. Now, it isn't always easy to be nice to yourself. Sometimes I feel like we are preconditioned to put ourselves down. But if there's anything I've learned throughout this whole journey, it's that people are more than their appearance. I surrounded myself with people who loved me regardless of how I looked, and it helped me realize my value. My family supported me throughout my whole health journey, and my mom would always tell me that the human body is amazing. As any other teen would tell you, I did not listen. However, I soon came to realize that she was right. All it took for me to understand this was to listen to my body. It tells you when you're hungry and full. It tells you when you're sick and tired. For example, I listen to my body when I exercise. When I was at my worst, exercise was excruciating and uncomfortable because I wasn't listening to my body's needs. Now, I jam out to songs while spinning like there's no tomorrow. It's exhilarating and fun. Before I let you go, I want to share with you the most important thing I've learned throughout this whole journey. And that is, you can't live a full life on an empty stomach. Thank you.